Welcome back from spring break, Oakville, and welcome to this all-new edition of Channel 97 News.
We come to you today from outside the OHS library, and let's take a look at just some of the stories you'll see on today's show.
We take a look at the popularity of the leadership program at OHS.
We look at the success of the Golden Girls on their recent trip to nationals.
We look at the role Mother Nature played in the start of the spring sports season.
And we introduce you to a former OHS student who likes to help people play games.
We'll have all that and much more on today's edition of Channel 97 News.
And it all starts now.
Welcome back to Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News. I'm Janiyah Rogers.
And I'm Mackenzie Monaco. For the first time, juniors are required to take the ACT in school. Here's the story behind the story.
This year, Oakville juniors are experiencing something new. They will be required to take the ACT. We asked some of the OHS juniors what their thoughts were on this change.
I like it because if it wasn't for that, I would have to pay for it, and I like free stuff, so yeah.
I think it's a really good opportunity that we get to take it during school because then we have the school support and we don't have to go and take it on our own and deal with all that, and it's free, so that's good.
I would rather take it at school than wake up early on a Saturday morning and take it.
And I'd rather take it my junior year, so yeah, just in case if I get a bad grade, I can do it next year or whatever.
There is a test date for this, and that's going to be April 28th, where all juniors in the state of Missouri will be taking an ACT test. And it's a good opportunity for them. It really is, because it's free of charge. It is a real ACT test. They can use this test to submit to colleges for admission purposes, and so it is a true ACT test, just like the national test dates are throughout the year. The tests are important. The end of course exams are figured into students' final exam grades, so they are important. So we just would want all students just to give it their best shot.
With Janiyah Rogers, I'm David Chopin for Channel 97 News.
Our next story touches on a serious topic. Molly Kohler and Jackie Jeppert have more.
In the United States alone, 8.3 million people have had suicidal thoughts in the past year. Out of those people, 49 of them are Oakville students.
I've always had trouble with feeling good about myself, liking myself.
I just felt like really, really down.
There are things you can do to help.
If you or if anybody else has a friend who is struggling with thoughts like this, I would encourage you to tell them to talk to a professional, because as a friend, you can only do so much. Some things that we can do as a school, it really goes back to all of our character education. And we say these words and sometimes we don't take it seriously, but truly if we are being respectful to one another, if we care about each other, that's what we can do for each other to help.
I was sent to the hospital for like a month, and that helped out a lot.
We went to Highland, and they admitted me right on the spot. I did outpatient programs for like 3 months.
I got out of the hospital, I kind of realized a few things. In there, I kind of realized what I want to do with my life. I realized kind of how to have a future, and that's kind of what the main thing is.
After, I would say, the hospital is when everything started getting better.
Many people who have struggled have found hope. Graham Moore told his story in his acceptance speech at the Oscars.
When I was 16 years old, I tried to kill myself because I felt weird and I felt different and I felt like I did not belong. And now I'm standing here, and so I would like for this moment to be for that kid out there who feels like she's weird or she's different or she doesn't fit in anywhere. Yes, you do. I promise you do. you do stay weird, stay different, and then when it's your turn and you are standing on the stage, please pass the same message to the next person who comes along with you.
With Jackie Dreppard, I'm Molly Kohler for Channel 97 News.
The leadership class is more popular than ever. Nearly 100 students signed up this year, but not everyone will be able to take the class. Here's the story.
4 years ago, Athletic Director Becky Zupan implemented a unique leadership class at OHS.
In the beginning, I was kind of the teacher who found the curriculum for the class. I went to a couple of seminars about sportsmanship and whatever, and it really lent itself into a class like this.
We read books, we do journals over those books, we do events with the special school district kids, which is a lot of fun, and we also fundraise every year.
This class has a growing popularity. Over 90 students applied for the next school year, but only 48 were accepted.
I think there's several factors that have made leadership popular. One is that it's now an established class, so students know what to expect from the class, from the curriculum, from the visibility within the school building.
I think it became so popular because everyone's seen how big of an impact leadership has and how you can have so much fun in leadership, but you're encouraging others and making the school better.
Students were chosen based on academics and character, along with written essays and verbal interviews.
I'm part of the interview panel that is interviewing the large number of kids who have applied this year. This is the first year that we've had a full interview process where we'll talk to everybody. In the past, we've only interviewed some kids. I know a lot of these kids because they play sports or they're in an activity where Mrs. Learn and in the past Mrs. Moore maybe didn't know the student because they weren't in class. So I kind of bring a different perspective, and if I don't know them, I know somebody who does.
Congrats to all leadership students for the 2015-2016 school year. We look forward to your impact on OHS. With Mara Maltagliati, I'm Allison Frisella for Channel 97 News.
The Golden Girls returned recently from a trip to nationals. How did they do? Let's take a look.
OHS Golden Girls left for the National Dance Association competition on Thursday, March 5th. Placing well and having fun, the girls bonded while achieving their goals.
We definitely had a lot better chemistry this year. The team, we never fought at all. We were all really close. We honestly were a group of best friends, and we just went out and we killed it, and we did it for our coach because she's just put everything, everything into this, and it was an amazing weekend.
Our one dance placed 4th out of 21 teams, and our other dance placed 6th out of 44 teams. So there was a lot of really hard competition, and we did really well, and we met a lot of our own goals. So
I didn't have to do very much. They led from within, which was super important. I had outstanding leadership as my seniors, and I don't know. We were super close, and I loved every bit of it.
Had riff-offs. That was. We went to downtown Disney.
Yeah. There was a lot of bands. And
we danced. Yeah.
With Mackenzie Monaco and Ella Dolick, I'm Vito Camarada for Channel 97 News.
So do you know any of the Elkings?
Yeah, I do. There's so many of them.
Actually, there's 7 here at Oakville. Let's take a closer look at this large OHS family.
Have you ever had a class with an Elking?
Yeah, I currently have 2 right now.
Yes.
Yes, every year, every semester, every day, every block.
Yes.
Yes.
I've taught Emily, Taylor, Allison, and then I helped Coach Maddie when she was on the volleyball team.
These Elkings are Aaron, Jay, Taylor, Chad, Allison, Katie, Elise.
Well, you always see one of them in the hall.
I was just gonna say that.
It's like, turn a corner, oh, there's one, turn another corner, there's another one.
And you just gotta say hello to them.
Yeah, you don't have time to stop and chit chat. You just gotta say hi real quick. Everyone thinks that you're brothers and sisters, so yeah. Our mom would be popping kids out left and right if they were.
I don't know how many times I could ask if I'm related.
Yeah,
it's a last name.
Of course we're related, duh.
Did it together.
Yes, going to our lockers was always weird in the morning because we would all 4 be lined up, as we're opening them. It's crammed because we're all getting our stuff, and there's 4 of us in a row.
Since last year, we've had consecutive Elkings graduate, starting with Maddie, and then I graduate this year. Then the following year, it's Jay, Allison, Taylor, and Chad. I'm sorry, Chad. Then after that, it's Katie. Then my sister Elise, and then my other sister Catherine will graduate. And then after that, it's Taylor. Oh, Caroline, and then Jackie and Jenna.
When you have such a big family, a lot of support is bound to come with it when tragedy hits. This is in memory of Sam and Dominic Elking.
Sam Elking was my second cousin. Sam got brain cancer when he was about 7, and he fought it for a year, and then he died when he was 8. So that was a big loss for our family. It really affected everyone because our families are really close-knit, and there's just a lot of us. So when Sam died, it was just like a big shock to everyone because he was so young. In '06, my brother died, and I was 8, so that was a big loss for our family also because they both were so young, because Dominic, my brother, was 14 when he passed away. And then it's just been like a missing part of our family for a few years, or forever now, because they're both gone. The Elkings memorial them in a really sweet way, so I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for how close-knit my cousins are.
With Madison Dodge, this is Katie Freshman for Channel 97 News.
March weather can be unpredictable. That's what our spring sports teams found out earlier this month. Here's the story.
Well, I mean, we couldn't get on our game field until the first game, but fortunately we're in a position with the AstroTurf on the football field where we're able to get at least 2 weeks of workouts in, and we're able to get out there and work on some situations, you know, with a field that at least resembled the baseball field. And we have a great group of seniors. We have a lot of underclassmen with varsity experience, and you know, we have high expectations. We have a good group of kids. We not only have good players, but I think we have winners on our team. And, you know, I think that's important. We have kids that are willing to go for broke and will do anything to win games.
With Bailey Volstecki and J.C. Shanzel, I'm Zach Vermilius for Channel 97 News.
Janaya, do you like to watch game shows?
Sure. I watch Family Feud, Deal or No Deal.
Well, here's a story about a former OHS student who has made it big as a game show host.
You guys, fantastic! Welcome. How you doing, Jacob? Good to see you guys. How are you? Now, why are you looking at me so funny?
Because you're so tall.
Oh, is this better?
Yeah.
Okay, Mike Senior. Whoa! Welcome back to Family Game Night. Okay.
My first game show came in 1999. It was a show called Hollywood Showdown, and instantly, when I walked on that set, when the camera started rolling, when I felt the live interaction with the guests, when I felt the excitement from the audience, when I saw the look on a contestant's face when he or she won $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 or just a new refrigerator, I knew that that's what I wanted to be a part of.
And the skateboard car is... We want it to land on win. If it is, you've got it.
I think the important thing is for people to push everything else aside and focus on your dream. When you're just breaking into the industry, you have the incredible gift of having nothing to lose. The amount of jobs that I get is a tiny fraction of the amount of jobs I've gone for. It's not about the ones you don't get, it's about the ones you do. I do a show called Monopoly Millionaires Club, which premieres March 28th nationally. I do another show called Family Game Night on Discovery Family.
Hey, we are back on Family Game Nights.
I started with internships, working my way up, which I think is the way you have to do it whenever you're passionate about something. And I've always circled myself with great people, surrounded myself with real ambitious and motivated people, generous people, who were doing what I wanted to do, and I learned from them. I'm a very big fan of mentors and internships and the hands-on style of learning, and parlaying one opportunity onto another and creating more opportunities for myself and for other people. And you know, a lot of dreams come true that way.
Today, I'm very excited to be back where it all started for me, Oakville High School, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. I'm Todd Newton. What a thrill it is to be here with this excited studio audience. And today, we've got some games for you. We ready to play Half Minute to Win It? Okay. Of course, if you're going to have a game show, you have to have great contestants, and we've got some of the best. I want to introduce you to Team Gold. Say hello to Molly and Mackenzie right over here. Molly. Say hello to Team Black, Vito and Ella. Here they come. All right. game works like this. You are each going to place an Oreo on your forehead. That would be the area between your eyebrows and the top of your hairline. You're going to place it up there, and you're going to hold in this position until I say go. When I say go, the object of the game is to use your facial muscles, and only your facial muscles, to work that cookie down your forehead, down your nose, and eventually in your mouth. The first team that can get an Oreo in their mouth will win this game. All right, when you're ready.
Wait, I have an issue.
Well, normally that doesn't happen, but go ahead, yes.
I gave up junk food for Lent.
Did you? Well.
So can I just get it in my mouth and then?
Yeah, I don't. Once it's in there, I don't care what you do. Yeah, it's dip into a whole Lent situation here. Okay, you know what I gave up for Lent? Stupid questions. Now, all right. I'm kidding you, Mackenzie. Now, Molly. Okay, when you're ready, heads back, and let's put those cookies on the foreheads. Very good. That's nice. And we're just going to let all your friends take their pictures of that. There you go. All right. When I and this studio audience count to 3, you may begin the process, okay? Here, help me out, audience. 1, 2, 3, go! Here they go. Oh, it's in the eye socket. In the eye socket. Come on. Both teams. We have no. Oh, Vito almost got to start from the top. Oh, so do you, Lent. Come on. Here we go. Oh, boy, this is a disaster of a game. Here we go. You almost got it. We could probably take a commercial break and come back, and they'd still be right where they are now. All right. Okay, time is up. First one to throw a cookie up in the air and catch it in their mouth wins. Hey! Nice hand for all of our contestants. And most importantly, thank you for watching Oakville High School's Half Minute to Win It. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye. Yeah! All right. I love this guy. What a classic. How you doing, brother? How you doing, You look great.
Hey, thank you. Oh. Well, that wraps up this edition of Channel 97 News. Thanks for watching. I'm Janiyah Rogers.
And I'm Mackenzie Monaco. Remember, Oakville, keep your eyes on the Tigers.